I was raised up Seventh-day Adventist, but I do believe in a God. I'm just not sure if it's the Christian God. I feel like in the grand scheme of things there is a God. It's just, can we comprehend it, and who is he, etc., etc.
Well, I just spoken to another young man. I don't know how much of that actually was recorded, because I'm seeing my phone kind of cutting out from the recordings, but I hope enough was recorded. You could see this conversation with a remarkable young man. He's very self-conscious, but very aware of the importance of knowing and being certain of what he believes. Obviously, he's been raised up and brought up in a Christian family, and yet now he's trying to really understand what is true, what is it that he's believing, and ultimately we shared our thoughts, our understanding. I told him a little bit about what makes me certain that Christianity is true, why I have such confidence, and why I have such joy and trust in God. And so I hope that he will continue to search after God, and that God would reveal himself in fullness to him, that he would call Jesus his Lord and Savior. So thank you again, young man, for a wonderful conversation. I wish you all the God's blessings. And for the rest of you, thank you again for watching. Leave a comment, let me know what you thought, and see you in the next video. Thanks for taking the time to speak to me. Just a simple opening question. Do you have faith? Do you have a religion? Do you have a philosophy of life?
Yes, but I'm kind of at a point where it's kind of conflicting. At a point, like, I was raised up Seventh-day Adventist, but I don't like, I still believe in God, but it's kind of like, I can't really explain it. It's like a heart, you kind of believe it and you're trying to actively believe in it, but there's just so many conflicting sources. But you just try to live good, but it's like you haven't quite settled.
What kind of, when you say conflicting kind of things, is it because you hear different things from different people? Is it something you're experiencing yourself?
It's kind of a mix of both, because I read a lot, so I've read a lot of philosophy, a lot of different perspectives, nihilism, etc., existentialism, all of that, like every different perspective of things. And it's just conflicting. I haven't quite settled on it, because it's like I'm just getting to that point where I've actually read it and I'm like, oh yeah, what do I actually believe? So I'm just at a crossroads right now.
Okay, cool. No, that's fair. So how would you describe, your current understanding, right? If you throw aside all the things that you're not certain about, what are you things that you are certain about?
I mean,
is there a God?
I ultimately believe in a God, but it's one of those things, everything's so complicated that, there has to be, it's like it can't have just happened, but this is gonna sound, this sounds so messy. I feel like I need to start this over again, but I feel like there's a God, but it's like who, it's like there's so many different perspectives about who people think is God and how they think the world was created, and like, maybe we're just grasping onto hope, so, but I do believe in a God. I'm just not sure if it's the Christian God, or if it's a God that we can fully comprehend in any way. Like, at a certain point, human rationality will like, human rationality is flawed in the end of the day. Nobody can truly say who created what because our current understanding of things is creator then created.
Yes.
But then at the same time, it's like who created God, etc., etc. No matter what, if you try to get back to who created things, it's gonna transcend human rationality. So there's no point of me even trying to work it out. But I believe in God. That was a long spill.
That's very actually perceptive. The fact that you're thinking about these things, that shows that you are actually thinking, and it's good. I mean, I went through a bit of a journey like that myself, right? Started off sort of being born in a kind of Roman Catholic background, but then later on in my life questioning, what is it that I believe, why do I believe it, and then really, what other religions are saying, and how do I know that Christianity, what it says is true, the real one, and then philosophy and other things. Even now, right now, I'm actually studying a bachelor's degree in theology, so all of these things are coming back up again. But one thing I would say is, we talk about if we keep our, we can go very esoteric, metaphysics and who created God and universes and other things. But if we keep ourselves to this existence, right, to this universe, we just say that the life that we see, the complexity of it, it's a miracle of itself that does not find an answer in anything other than a creator or some sort of a mover.
I feel like there's some, life is very chaotic and stuff, but I feel like things are just, like, things are too complicated for it to have just, like, even like the Big Bang Theory, like, it sounds like I feel like I'm just stuttering because I've just got a lot of things on my mind right now, like I'm writing, but I feel like in the grand scheme of things there is a God. It's just, can we comprehend it, and who is he, etc., etc.
Yeah, and that's very fair, right? I mean, for me, my background is in science, and one thing that really brought me back closer to my belief is actually the more science understands about the life, right, and even cells, and looking at how cells work, there's such incredible complexity there that it could not have arisen by pure chance or mutation or even evolution. There's just not enough time. There's not enough the process of information, how information plays a role into biological systems. It doesn't come up through gradual means. You don't start simple and then get more complex. That doesn't exist. It actually, what we see can only be explained by design. The fact that there is a designer. But what about that question that you kind of started mentioning about, can we know who he is, right? So if we agree there is a God, right, some sort of a creator, some sort of a designer, some sort of a first mover, then we're getting into the realm of, okay, well, there's multiple explanations for there's different systems of belief. You have the Christian belief, and then within Christianity you have multiple denominations and multiple different variations, and then you have Islam, you have Judaism, you have Buddhism, Hinduism, and all that kind of stuff. How would you say, in your understanding, what is unique about Christianity, or do you know what is unique about Christianity in the whole system of beliefs?
What's unique about Christianity? Like, are we saying that like from a personal perspective, or
no, just from a just if you step outside kind of your personal understanding, kind of what would you say is there a unique message